If you've ever said, "I'm just not a math person" or "I'm naturally lazy," you're half right and half completely wrong. And the half you're getting wrong is stealing your potential. What I'm about to show you will change how you see every limitation you think you have. Here's the truth. Your genes load the gun, but your environment pulls the trigger. That naturally talented kid everyone envied? They weren't just born that way. Without the right environment, those genes would have done nothing. But here's the part that'll mess with your head: you can have perfect genes and still fail, or average genes and dominate. It all depends on one thing. And that's what we're breaking down right now. By the end of this video, you'll understand what this means for your own potential. So let's get into it. What is nature? Nature is your biological blueprint. Your DNA, your genes, your brain chemistry, everything you inherited from your parents that you had zero control over. Here's something that'll blow your mind. There are identical twins who were separated at birth and raised in completely different countries. One grew up wealthy in the US, the other in poverty in a different country. When researchers tracked them down decades later, guess what? Both became firefighters. Both married women named Linda. Both bit their nails. Both had the same weird nervous laugh. Researchers were freaking out. That's nature being absolutely insane. But here's the twist. One twin was healthier, more confident, measurably happier. Same exact DNA. Different outcomes. And that's your first clue that genes aren't everything. Think about it. You didn't choose your height, your eye color, whether you'd be prone to anxiety or naturally outgoing. Some babies come out calm, others scream from day one. That's all in the code. But if you inherit genes for being tall and grow up malnourished, you'll never reach that potential. Your genes set the range of what's possible. They don't guarantee the result. Remember that. What is nurture? Nurture is everything that happens to you after you're born. Your family, your culture, your education, your trauma, your wins, your losses. Every experience that shaped you. Imagine two kids born with identical genetic potential for intelligence. Kid A grows up in a home filled with books. Parents who read to them every night. Great schools. Encouragement. Resources. Curiosity rewarded. Kid B grows up in chaos. No books. Parents too stressed to engage. Terrible schools. Education isn't valued in their community. Who reaches their potential? Obviously Kid A. But not because they were born smarter. Because their environment unlocked what was already there. I'll give you a personal example. When I was 7, I failed a math test. My teacher looked at me and said, "Some people just aren't numbers people." I believed her. For years, I avoided anything math-related because one sentence convinced me I was born bad at it. That's nurture. And it's not always helpful. Here's another one: language. You're not born speaking English or Urdu or Spanish. A baby born in Japan speaks Japanese. That same baby in Brazil speaks Portuguese. That's 100% environment. Your beliefs about yourself? Learned. Your confidence? Shaped by how people treated you. Your habits? Built from your surroundings. They work together. Modern psychology doesn't pick a side anymore. It's not nature versus nurture. It's nature and nurture, working together in ways that'll make your head spin. Let me show you exactly how this works. Say you're born with athletic genes. Fast twitch muscles, great reflexes, the whole package. But you grow up in a place where sports aren't a thing. No coaching, no facilities, no encouragement. You never try. Those elite genes? They stay asleep. You never become the athlete you could have been. Meanwhile, someone with average genes grows up in a sports-obsessed family. Coaching at age 5. Daily practice. Top-tier training. They might completely outperform you because their environment squeezed every drop of potential out of average genetics. And here's where it gets wild: epigenetics. Your experiences can literally turn genes on or off. Stress, diet, trauma, love, all of it changes how your DNA expresses itself. And sometimes, those changes get passed to your kids. Your environment doesn't just shape you. It alters your biology. Pause for a second. Think about your own life. What's one thing you've always believed you were just born with, good or bad? Hold that thought, because what I'm about to say next might flip that belief completely. Think of it like this: your genes are seeds. Whether they grow into a massive tree, a weak plant, or nothing, it all depends entirely on the soil, water, and sunlight. That's your environment. Real-world example: 2 people inherit genes for anxiety. One grows up in a stable, supportive home, learns coping skills, has access to therapy. They manage it well. The other grows up in constant stress and chaos. Their anxiety becomes debilitating. Same genes. Wildly different outcomes. Here's what I need you to understand. Remember when I said you're half right and half wrong about your limitations? Here's the half you're right about: yes, you have genetic tendencies. Some things come easier to you than others. But here's the half that changes everything: you can override them. You are not a prisoner of your DNA. Your genes are not your destiny. The environment you create, the habits you build, the people you choose, the effort you put in, all of that matters just as much. Didn't grow up in the perfect environment? Doesn't matter. You're not too late. Your brain can change at any age. Neuroplasticity is real. You can learn new skills, rewire your thinking, and literally reshape who you are. So stop telling yourself that's just how I am. And don't let anyone else tell you that either. Your genes wrote the first chapter of your story. But you're holding the pen now. So what are you going to write? If this changed how you see yourself, smash that like button. It helps more people find this. And if you're not subscribed yet, subscribe, because we break down psychology that matters to your life. Now, before you go, think about a talent or trait you have. Born with it, or built by your environment? Drop your answer below. I'm reading every one. Share this with someone who's stuck thinking that's just how I am. And I'll see you in the next one. Keep learning, keep growing. You're not stuck.